Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to PCM21. It's career mode. This is episode number 18. A few things. For one thing, I expect that this season is going to be the fastest we've had yet. It's our third year at Continental level. We have reshaped the squad. We're a little too good for Continental. We're not good enough for Continental Pro. So we're kind of caught in no man's land. And the races that we are getting invited to and that we're involved in are all kind of similar outcomes. We're doing mostly Continental races, so we're overmatched and we can squeeze out top 10s, but whatever. What are you gonna do? What's the point? Why would you bother with that when we're just gonna ace our sponsor objectives? Because as long as we're Continental, all those national championship wins are gonna be automatic for us. When you're the only rider or only a few riders from the nation, it's not hard to get those wins. And the lower ones, the ones we can win, the Continental ones, well, what's the point in doing those? So we're kind of in that no man's land territory this season. Now, I do fully suspect, or at least expect, that next season will be good enough to break into Continental Pro. And that's where I plan on stretching things out. We might have a few World Tour races. We're going to be more competitive at the Continental Pro level. Expectations are going to be a bit different. Also, we're not going to get the massive bonus for winning those small nation national championships. Our sponsor is not going to be as excited by that prospect at that level. So, a lot more to happen. Well, anyway, for now, we're kind of just hard charging. It's already the end of March, and we just started the season last episode. So, and our next race is probably going to be quite a bit after what we have right now, what we're doing right here. Speaking of reshaping, remolding the squad, here's how things have changed in two ways. One, Aribe season 1, and still for the most part last season, was the guy, right? He got all of our wins, the real wins anyway. He's the one we relied heavily on. He was the one who was good, but also not good enough. He's a 72 overall. He's in his 30s, and even though he was our best guy, he came with good and bad. Terrible resistance, but a decent sprinter. Well, at 72 overall, for one thing, there's now a 74 overall on the team. And then there's like 5 guys at 73 overall. And then there's 3 or 4 guys at 72 overall. So Aribe has gone from number 1 by about 3 or 4 points on the average, better than anybody else, to now maybe 9th or 10th best on the team. That shows how much we've improved. But 74 overall is still nothing to go, ooh, wow. We've got a ways to go yet. Well, anyway, we're down to 16K here, and our chase of the group has been hot. It's down to 40 seconds. Let's bring it on down. There's the break. Good sized group, and actually a bunch of riders are trying to attack right now, which is, if we don't respond, they're going to take off and this race is going to be over before it ever started. Now, Aribe is still our best sprinter, even though he's only about 10th best. But the second thing that I was talking about is there was a huge gap between him and everybody else, and so he wasn't getting proper lead out, and it made it that much harder. Now, look at this for support. We've got Pluto, 72, 70 base. We have Galvez, who's got a 70. Kikochi with a 69 base flat rating, so that's good for the lead up, which is certainly important. Igashin, who's similar, he's pretty balanced. So we actually have some options as lead out riders, as the guys early in the train that can help push us and pull us along where we need to go to be in position at the end. Now, Morenzi, yeah, nothing there, but Arnautovic, okay. let's start moving. Especially before those guys get away and this race is over with 14K to go. Can we get through here? Let's try to take the right-hand side of the road where there is some space. There's 3 guys that went clear out of that. There's a rebate already. This is what we're down to. Yikes. We're missing somebody from this line, aren't we? Kikovchi. Kikovchi is right there. Okay. Kikovchi got caught out behind. He's still doing okay. Peloton has split at a moment ago anyway. It was down to 54. And Igashin is done, but Kikovchi is not here just yet. So let's go with Galvez, I guess. We got to keep pushing. I mean, it's already just 8K. And those 3 riders just right there, but still. See just how hard everybody is pushing. Finally, Kikovchi in place. Took a lot out of him, but with 6K left, we don't really have time to let up. Aribe, Pluto recovering slightly.
5 kilometers remaining.
Galvez pushing how he can, where he can, but we've got to now respond with Kikovchi. Galvez, try to break toe behind us, please. Okay. 2.5K. Pluto. Start your sprint. 1.5K to go. Aribe starting his sprint. Coming around the final corner. Can he hold off the hard chargers? And there you go. There you have it. Shitaro Aribe. Might not have a ton of quality, but now with just a little bit of lead out, being in the right place. We just beat Walscheid and Laporte, Kuznefroy, Soren Krag Anderson. I mean, that's not elite, but that's 4 good sprinters and a number of other guys. There's at least 3-4 other names that you could pick out of that bunch that are decent sprinters. So, not the easiest thing to grab a win, but that was largely due to the lead out. Aribe was fresh at the time. He was in the position where he needed to be, and we got the result. Kind of comfortable. Walscheid, the only one who even challenged, really. And for a second, it looked like he was maybe going to get up on Aribe. And then, now he just stayed right off his wheel. I mean, that was a full bike length in the end. Let's move forward. I don't know when the next race is going to be. April, May, somewhere, somehow. Amazing things have happened, but not in the right way. A very disappointing thing. Martin Guerrero has leveled up. He hit level 74. Okay, so it's good and bad. That's good. He's our second guy to hit level 74. But then he was in the, 6th position and leading a race for us, and then fell and broke his neck. So seemingly he has just died. But no, he'll be back at the end of April. Only a fracture? Sounds incredibly painful to break your neck. Super lucky to be out for 3 weeks. Super lucky. Let's continue on. By the way, we still managed to get a top 5 in the race. The next day through Kikovchi got us into the top 5. So, hooray. One thing that I absolutely love about this race is that Arroyo, who was our big signing from last season and the big man on campus, puncher, okay, and this is obviously a big mountain stage, but he's the weakest rider we have here. Hooray, hooray for that. Little favors. But on the flip side of that, the one bad thing is race day condition. Seeing a lot of green out there. It's looking really nice. 6 of these 7 riders are on a fitness peak today. The one rider that's not on a fitness peak, the one rider who's in red, it's only a -1, so it's not that bad. But that's Berlikov. And Berlikov? Oh, wait, there's more good news. But bad in this scenario that he's got a -1, even though it's only on his downhill and Baradur rating. He is now a mountain 78, resistance 71, recovery 74, and we begin the climb. We better speed up a little bit to not start dropping back immediately and get back here with the team. Berlikov is now a 76 overall. Hello, Continental Pro. I'm knocking at the door. Berlikov has leveled up twice in just a matter of months. This time he goes double points. So he was a 73, went 74, and then he just went double level to make a 76 overall. So we have a 76, a 74, and then a bunch of 73s. So it's looking pretty dang good at this point. This today, though, is a monster of a day for us. Totally overmatched. Bunch of big World Tour climbers. Not exactly your Pogačar, Roglic, world's best elite guys, but a lot of the really, really good climbers at this race. Petters, Ciccone, right? This is a group who's going to kick our butt. Ulysses, even Lutsenko, not even wearing the number 1 jersey. Lopez. Very, very good climbers. And it's a big time climb, meaning we are totally out of our element. It's going to be difficult. Expectations are low, but we'll hang on. We'll do what we can. Breakaway's been caught. 123 left in the Peloton. Roman, the Mexican, I think this is the first time we've seen him in a race. Not bad in terms of what he's got for attributes. He's a time trialist first and foremost, but the balance is almost there to be able to contribute in other ways. He has not fallen off so far.
It's an attack.
Kovci's still here. Arroyo is beginning his fade. He's not a bad climber, but this is just a really, really difficult ask. Igashin, who normally is not, he's your puncher, today looks pretty good, but he is riding protection, and let's go ahead and use his gel before he's gone. He's trying to help Rivera get up the climb, who is pretty good and should be doing well, but under the circumstances, it's just too difficult. Much too difficult, and we've got to speed up just a little bit because the front runners are saying hello to open air in front of them. Look at this big acceleration, and I'm just not matching it at the moment. I really can't match it properly, but we're gonna have to try to match it a little bit anyway. Let's set Roman to auto as well. Maybe retool. What do we got? We've got 5 riders left. Rivera, see the one I want to protect. Igashin starting to fade. He just got knocked back by somebody. Kakovci needs to be protecting Martin Guerrero, who shouldn't be the leader, but today, with a +4 race day condition, is. Rivera is probably the one who should be riding protection for Berlikov. Take care of that. While Igashin, set him to auto. He'll be out the back soon enough. We're not even considered the front group anymore, by the way. 4 riders went clear. A few other guys went clear. Let's hope things get pulled back together as we go through this crater-looking saddle section, and then we'll set ourselves up for the final climb. And we do see a big split. It came back together. Now we have a peloton of just 16 riders with 2 right there, right ahead of us. I don't think they're going to be staying away. Ideally, we get 18 racing for the finish. Lutsenko was the one who just ran off the front as we actually dropped 1 more. But this is good. Kyokovci is on the verge of getting dropped, and I'm actually kind of okay if that were about to happen, because that would put us in a really strong top 10 type position. Rivera, Kyokovci, they're going to need to gel up here fairly soon, but they're going to get a small amount of recovery. I don't think either of those two are going to last through this climb. Kyokovchi especially. Looking a little bit weaker. Let's go ahead and gel up right away for him. We'll hold out a little bit longer for Rivera. You have kind of the flat section. We're seeing an attack right now that's going to leave us behind. So, we answer. The only way I know how. By doing a little suck it up buttercup and right on. Kikochi leading it out. That brought the front back together. Ciccone, Woods, Senko, Hamilton, all on the attack. This is 17 riders. We're in a great shape to potentially get a top 10 today, which is freaking amazing. Now 16 left in contention. Kikovji, just keep working. Rivera, be prepared. And now is his time to take over. Kikovji probably not going to hang on, but we'll try. Hang on for a moment. Rivera pulled it back slightly. Nearly got us through this. Would be so much easier if Kikovji and Rivera are still in this group with the descent to come, because 4 at the start of the next climb is going to be so much easier. So much easier than having 2 or 3. Excellent. Oh, hang on, buddy. Hang on. And he has done so. Couldn't get out of the back of the group. Burlakov, take a second to go get water. Maintain position, please. And Rivera, just maintain. Guerrero, let's switch this up. Sit. Protect. Effort up. Effort up. Kikovji. Thought I sent you to get water.
We've got 15 kilometers to the finish line.
16. It's all together up here at the front. And I've got 4 riders of 16 already to the base, and Kikovji has not finished his task.
The riders are in a portion above
That
10%.
was suddenly super steep. Down to 1. Okay, now he's done. Now he needs to protect Burlakov. Oh my goodness, 31 riders. Not good. 20 riders just joined us. Now, looking at the energy, right? That was not an easy descent. Martin Guerrero has not fully recovered. Burlakov has not fully recovered. Rivera and Kikovji, who barely made it over the top, have barely recovered. So, assuming that others have similar situations, many riders will not yet be recovered. 9K to go. Gels have already been used for Rivera and Kikovji, so we're just going to have to kind of get on with it. And then Burlakov will eventually lead out Martin Guerrero and try to get us a top 10. That's my goal. That's my aim. Down to 23. Rivera. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh. Kikovji, Burlakov. Down to 20. Down to 18. We're getting kind of right back to the numbers we were at. Remember, it was 16 before. And it looks like Bilbao just spent most of the tour in the top 10. And now we're back to 16, though Rivera is dropped. So there's 1 guy potentially left from that group. Kikovji, though, also about to get dropped. And it's about to be 15. I'm down to 2. And here comes the move. This is the move that says I'm a top 5. 5.7K. Let's ride our pace. Let's hope that this does not see us just very distant in 7th. and just pull the rest of these guys along. Hopefully we can shake off some of this group and maybe pull back some of these guys. It looks like we've pulled back 2. Now 3. And this group is thinning. We are leaving guys behind. Berlikov. Nice solid ride here. 4K left to go, but we want to go a little bit deeper here. That's Ciccone off the front. I'm not thinking about the win. I just wanted a top 10, and we now have that. 3K to go. Berlikov nearly done. Martin Guerrero, gel. And holy cow, we have a shot. We have a shot here. We have pulled back Ciccone. And with 2K to go, Martin Guerrero has plenty of energy, and Berlikov is going to just keep pushing along. 1.6. Let's attack. We've gone clear. Ease off, ease off, ease off. Save a little bit, save a little bit. Open a gap. Now push all the way to the finish line. 400 meters. Martin Guerrero for the win. Yes. Yes, we won. And Berlikov's going to grab a podium. What just happened?
The race is run, but the poor souls bringing up the rear continue to cross the line. It's a bit of a knock for the
Ciccone second, Woods fourth, Steinhauser, Lutsenko, Chavez. I mean, this is who's who of good, strong climbers. None of the top 12 are poor climbers. None. I mean, you've got to be a very good climber to finish in that top 12. Lucas Hamilton, disappointing for him to be down in 15th, considering the other guys we're starting to see, but Bilbao there in 16th. Rivera is developing a reputation a little bit as a climber. That's why I overpaid to get him onto the squad. He finished 18th. Probably about where he would be, Kierkovci. But we just won. We just won. That's our first big climbing victory. Have we even had a punchy one yet? We've been getting the occasional sprint. We had a couple last year. We've had one this episode. That was big time. That was big time. Wow. We're making some progress. We are making some progress. I'm really happy. But this is also a reason why we're kind of just flashing through this season and heading into next season, where we're going to be Continental Pro, where we're at the right level that we need to be at as we continue the development. But hell yeah. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. See you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.